You can run, but you can't hide.
Welcome back, brilliant listeners, to another episode of the Brilliant Professor-ish podcast, where we talk about living life unscripted and helping you to think higher and deeper for better results in multiple areas of your life. This is part of a series I call Coach Giving, as we are into the holiday coaching season where you may be seeking different ways to up-level your life before the new year. I'm your host, Vernita, and today we have another exciting episode. If you like this vibe, then go ahead and subscribe. Be sure to listen until the end to learn more ways to stay connected and inspired to take radical action towards the results you desire. So let's talk about rewriting your narrative, harnessing the power of year-end self-talk. As the calendar pages turn, the year's end becomes a natural time for reflection. In the quiet moments of self-reflection, the whispers in our minds grow louder. Let's discover the art of year-end self-talk, a practice that can shape not only how we perceive the past, but also how we step into the future. Most people think January is the time to start fresh, but I'm learning that one of the best times to take a journey of rewriting our narratives and retuning our minds through the power of self-talk and transformation begins right around the holiday season. But why is that? It can be a mental springboard for success before the upcoming goal-setting sessions and vision board parties that will soon flood your inboxes and social media feeds. Year-end reflections often come with a flood of thoughts, judgments, and assessments. I used to focus heavily on the judgment part. Then I realized the impact of self-talk during this introspective period and the power it held in shaping my outlook for the upcoming year. I also had to learn and embrace the difference between self-judgment and self-assessment, and I invite you to do the same. A shift in perspective about self-reflections can shift your thinking from moments of regret to opportunities for growth. Case studies from positive psychology and other sources indicate that positive self-talk can contribute to increased resilience and better emotional well-being. This isn't about faking it until you make it or being Pollyanna about a situation. Our subconscious minds are literal, and we can reprogram our thoughts about a situation without dwelling in regret about what we cannot change. It's the positive thoughts or calculated response we can recreate about the event that builds our resilience and mental fortitude towards the outcome. Here's another way to think about it. Neither the event nor the outcome has changed, but we can shift how we think about the way we should have or could have reacted or not reacted without feeling shame or guilt. This is an extended perspective on event plus response equals outcome from Jack Canfield. It is my hope that these words remind you to shift from self criticism to self empowerment, which at times can be a very fine line. If you think about it, I'm sure you can identify several successful people who attribute their success to the power of positive self talk and self empowerment, regardless of the event. In moments of doubt, the person intentionally shifted their internal dialogue, fostered a mindset that propelled them to overcome challenges and achieve the goal or dream they desired. I'm sure you too have had moments like this as well, but you've probably used the power of self talk subconsciously or without even thinking about it. So during this holiday season, I challenge you to engage in a week long experiment, or you can take the next 3 days to do this. So get a pencil and paper and write it out. One, take a brief pause in your day when you notice a negative thought. This will most likely be a reoccurring or dominant negative thought since we have about 60,000 thoughts per day, with between 75 and 80% of them being negative. This is why I want you to focus on the dominant or reoccurring one. Two, think about the equation E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome, and focus on your response. Three, replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations and afformations. Those are two different concepts. Four, track your mood and productivity to witness the tangible impact of this subtle but transformative practice. And five, briefly reflect on what you noticed at the end of the experiment. Yes, reflect on your reflection. Final word. As you embark on your year-end reflection journey, recognize the transformative power of your inner dialogue. In rewriting your narrative, you not only shape your perception of the past, but you are laying the foundation for a future filled with possibilities and desired results. It's time to not only rewrite your narrative, but it's time to pave the way for a year filled with growth, resilience, and success. Well, I hope you enjoyed our discussion on rewriting your narrative, harnessing the power of year-end self-talk during this holiday season. If you like the vibe, remember, go ahead and subscribe. Be sure to check out the corresponding blog post where you can read this information on your own and explore the links mentioned in this episode. It is my hope that something I said provided value, challenged your thinking, or made you say, Let me know your thoughts below to turn this monologue into a dialogue. I can't wait to hear from you. If you want to learn more and take a deeper dive, explore my self-study courses, my latest book, or connect with me for a curious connection call for mastermind and private coaching opportunities. Now, keep living life unscripted. Remember, your unique spark is the igniter to someone else's fire. And as always, be well, be empowered, be bold, and be brilliant. Until next time.